They're just saying to me, press play, press play. The Irish are out. I don't know what's going on. Perhaps because they got a portal coming up for me. A big portal. And they would like me to talk about the power of sharing our story right now. Because if we have, each one of us goes through a personal transformation story. Many of us it's private. Some of us get called to share it on social media or whatever. But there is power in the word, in the spoken word, even though I talked about not over talking and silence and, you know, is important and feeling energy. But storytellers are called to step up at the minute and to share these journeys of ours through the darkness and through personal challenges, because once we start to share oh lordy lord once we start to share god, this is just a rampant there's some crazy energies around at the minute. I'll try and get back to it. Yeah, I'm oiled up, it's night time, so, you know, gotta do what we gotta do. Is with these stories of personal transformation, if we go from a place where we're, you know, a little bit messy, a little bit all over the place, don't realise we're sensitive and we're just like sucking up loads of energy from unwanted sources, not the good source, and, you know, just like a bit of drink, a bit of this, bit of that, bit of naughty, not a bit, a lot, you know, and we might appear to the external realm as not knowing what we're doing, but we generally play, especially if you're, I don't know, your ancestors are Irish, you got fairy, you got play in you, you got your default high vibe there somewhere where you always like a little joke about, a little laugh, a little piss take, a little play. People don't think you're serious unless it's more in a corporate professional role. But whatever it is, you've been underestimated, and we've been underestimated, and we've had a big knock, and then gone through this remembrance of knowing why we're alive and what we need to nourish ourselves with, and why we're doing the things we're doing to ourselves, and why we are making the change, and feeling that, and in feeling that we radiate that outwards. And that radiation, I mean, my shamanic name is Soul 313. My shamanic name is Soul Radiance, and like I said, I don't know where that's from. It's just something that came through. But anyway, she is ever evolving, and so maybe this is why I'm meant to be sharing it now, because there's a big portal coming up for me. So new era, soul radiance. But we have these remembrances of parts of ourselves, and it doesn't necessarily need to be past lives. It won't be past lives for everybody, although I do believe a lot of us will start to get more and more of that downloaded. Just physical realm transformation, mental deprogramming, and mindset change. And that radiates outward, and then other people can visibly see change, not only in physical appearance, which unfortunately that is the first thing that people notice first, because, and that might dissolve with the new paradigm, but like, you know, the sort of people are just kind of shallow and surface level. But then the words we speak, or the attitude or language changes when you get channels come through, and they just gift you Thoth and various things, like other types of language that were once unknown on this realm to our brains, and they just come through all of a sudden. And then weird stuff happens, but I was urged as a matter of safety, and also as a matter of healing, transformation and power, to share my words, because I think I've always been a little bit of a storyteller, even if that's just been with my mates and travelling and having funny little things happen. But I was called to take it to a different plane, a different sort of audience, even though I'm not really doing it for an audience. I'm doing it because I'm being told to. And so for me, I literally am just speaking into a camera, and I don't know who receives this, but when people do receive it, then we all realise that we've all got very similar, challenges. They won't be the same sort of stories, but love, pain, suffering, and I trust that we suffer well, addiction and grief, I think I've said that, loss, rites of passage, oh Lord, I lost it, thresholds. And in sharing our story, like whether we are activators or if people know human design or manifesting generators, or however we spread our love and our energy, because we've consciously doing healing work, that is, and also as we anchor in our faith, as we grow in our belief of something greater, something just far beyond what has been conceived before now, and we're going to see a whole lot more. We're going to hear a lot, we're going to feel a lot. Oh, someone's calling me, is this going to stop? Oh, has that stopped? Oh gosh. Oh, I'm totally thrown off. But basically is that we have to be sharing this stuff because of the activations. And if people see you in one version of yourself and then you transform into this other creature, and I am creature-like, and that's a word that, is it Darby Hudson? He's a writer, he does some stuff on YouTube, and I've really, really liked his words, but he was describing someone that he was speaking and said that they were creature-like, and I just really loved it. And 7-Eleven, I think that some of us do take on that creature form when we connect with the fae and the elementals and just the primal side of ourselves. And with our stories and our sharing, for people that have never seen us speak that way, or never talk about God or a creator, or and then see where we're at in our lives and how we've leveled up, like that is when the shift in consciousness happens, on like the ripple effect. And we are all individually responsible for that, and so whether we take it seriously or not is up to us. No one's here saying you must do this, because we don't, who likes to be told what to do? Not me. We just share on my little screen, on my little phone, in my little room here, and how the ripple 818, how the ripple effect goes out to the wider world is part of what is happening on a huge scale now. So this is like my little input, even though I'm not little at all in my energy. I get that. So these are just words on the human realm. I know I'm a very powerful soul, but we all are, once we start to connect with it. Oh, I got to take this call. Anyway, just radiate, just go for it, just let the light shine, transfer, because we could share one story and it could not, we can't change people's life, it can shift something in someone's mind so that someone can unlock their own magic and their own inner self-love, beauty, direction, focus and power.